I'd like to thank my ex-husband, she said, her voice sugar-slick and weaponized, curling around the microphone like smoke, for showing me everything not to look for in a man. Laughter roared through the crowd like wildfire. Champagne glasses clinked in cruel celebration. My name wasn't in the program, but somehow, I had become the evening's entertainment. She turned slightly, just enough to glance toward the back of the room, where I stood alone near the exit, and smiled like the devil wearing diamonds. If anyone here ever needs someone to babysit your sad little life, she added with a wink, my ex is available 24/7. No experience needed. They howled, the kind of crowd that wore Chanel and Malice like matching accessories. Then her new husband, took the stage. Darren Quincaid. Legacy wealth. High-rise jawline. Public image so polished it could blind satellites. He walked up to her side with a practiced grace, lifted the mic, and looked like every curated fantasy she'd ever posted. They were the picture-perfect power couple, glossy, beautiful, hollow. But my chest didn't ache anymore. Not from heartbreak. That wound had long since turned to scar tissue. What I felt now was colder, cleaner, something sharpened by time and truth. Claire and I met in grad school. She liked that I listened. I liked that she didn't need me. It was electric. For a while. But she wanted more. Not more love. Not more meaning. More spotlight. More sparkle. More commas on paychecks. I was building a small tech startup. She was building resentment. By the time we divorced, she'd already rewritten the story. Made herself the heroine of a reinvention. Took half of everything. And then some. Her lawyer, who I'd later learn, doubled as one of her many late-night discoveries, saw to that. The betrayal didn't come with slammed doors or shouted words. It came in signatures. In her cold detachment. In the long nights I spent coding while she found herself in someone else's penthouse. She took the house. The car. The carefully curated sympathy of mutual friends. I got a hollow echo where our life used to be. At first, I thought what I was feeling was grief. That empty sorrow when the person you built a future with burns the blueprint and moves on like it was just a napkin from a cheap diner. But grief fades. Her smugness didn't. 2 months after the divorce, I saw it. A featured story on a lifestyle blog. Meet Claire Marston, the woman who turned divorce into destiny. She turned our end into her rebranding. I was no longer a man. I was a cautionary tale. A failed chapter in her glittering fairy tale. That article didn't just humiliate me. It woke something. Something patient. Something precise. She wanted applause. So I decided to give her a stage. Her fiancé Darren made it easy. The kind of man whose suit costs more than rent. And who leaves digital fingerprints everywhere. An encrypted email chain. A shady deal with a Monaco-based developer. Bribes. Shell companies. A pattern of fraud just beneath the marble surface. It wouldn't take much to bring it all crashing down. But I didn't leak it. I offered him a deal. A simple one. I keep his secrets. He does one small favor. The wedding was held at a vineyard in Soma. Limos lined the gravel drive like crocodiles. The guests arrived with empty hearts and full champagne flutes. I wore a black tailored suit. Unremarkable and visible. Just another sad ex trying too hard to look unaffected. I knew Claire wouldn't be able to resist. The speech was inevitable. She never could pass up a stage. The moment the laughter from her mic drop joke faded, Darren stepped forward. I'd like to make a quick announcement, he said, smiling. A surprise, actually. Claire doesn't even know about it. She turned to him, eyes shining, expecting another diamond, another pedestal. I wanted to give my bride something meaningful, he continued. Not just jewelry. Something lasting. He gestured to the screen behind them. The lights dimmed. Slide 1. A bank transfer, $250,000, wired to a holding company. Her name on the account. Slide 2. A text message. Claire flirting with a city councilman. The same one who approved Darren's latest development project. Slide 3. A video. Hidden camera. A hotel room. Claire. The councilman. Date stamped just last week. Silence. The kind that doesn't just hush a room. It strangles it. You could hear a heartbeat. A wine glass slipping. Someone's breath catching in their throat. Claire froze. Her tan drained to ash. She looked at Darren, then the screen, then the crowd. Her mouth opened, Nothing came out. I wanted transparency, Darren said, his voice cool as steel. This isn't a wedding. It's a wake for an illusion. He dropped the mic literally and walked off stage out the back, leaving her standing in the rubble of her own image. I was already halfway to the exit, but before I slipped out, we locked eyes. She knew. She knew. I hadn't yelled. I hadn't cursed. I didn't post revenge rants or throw punches. I just exposed her in the one place she couldn't handle it, under the lights. She lost everything that night. Darren, his investors, once circling like sharks, suddenly smelling blood. Her influencer deals. Her invitations. One post went viral within hours. A still frame from the hotel video. Captioned, #Claire uncovered. She vanished after that. Deleted all her socials. Moved back in with her sister in Cleveland. Me. I made partner. Quietly. Opened a firm specializing in reputation management. I help others rebuild what people like her destroy. Funny, isn't it? I rebuilt my name from ashes. She choked on hers. They say revenge is best served cold. They're wrong. It's best served publicly.